N-400 Interview Part 1, Step-by-Step Guide to the Naturalization Form, 2025.
Hey David, I didn't expect to see you here today. Studying for the citizenship test?
Hi Andrea, yes, I thought the quiet atmosphere here would help me focus better. I've been reviewing the 100 civics questions. It's a lot to remember.
Absolutely, but you're doing the right thing. Practice makes perfect. Do you want to run through some questions together? I can quiz you.
That would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that.
Great. Let's get started. I'll ask you the question and then I'll let you know if you're right and explain a little. Ready?
Ready.
Question 1. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military?
The President.
Correct. The President leads the U.S. Armed Forces. It's one of their constitutional powers. Question 2. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
Fought for civil rights.
Exactly. He was a leader in the movement to end racial discrimination. Question 3. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
Vote in a federal election.
That's right. Only citizens can vote in federal elections like the one for president. Question 4. Name one branch or part of the government.
Congress.
Perfect. Congress is the legislative branch that makes the laws. Question 5. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The Constitution was written.
Exactly. The U.S. Constitution was drafted there in 1787. Question 6. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana.
Correct. It's known as the Louisiana Purchase, and it doubled the size of the country. Question 7. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
Spot on. These rights apply to everyone, not just citizens. Question 8. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Yes, that shows that the government gets its power from the people. Question 9. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
Correct. That date changed a lot of policies and national security practices. Question 10. Who is the governor of your state now?
That depends on where you live.
Right answer. It varies by state. Question 11. Name one U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
Good job. Puerto Rico is an unincorporated U.S. territory. Question 12. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves?
Africans.
Unfortunately, that's true. It's a painful part of American history. Question 13. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Donald Trump.
Correct. He is currently the president. Question 14. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Freed the slaves, Emancipation Proclamation.
That's right. Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation during the Civil War. Question 15. What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
Civil Rights Movement.
Correct. It was especially active in the 1950s and 60s. Question 16. Who signs bills to become laws?
The President.
Exactly. The President signs bills into law after Congress passes them. Question 17. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and older.
Right. 18 is the legal voting age in federal elections. Question 18. When must all men register for the Selective Service?
At age 18.
Correct. It's a requirement for men in case of a national draft. Question 19. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
April 15th.
Yes, that's tax day in the U.S. Question 20. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Exactly. Each stripe represents one of the original colonies. Question 21. What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
That's right. They interpret laws and make sure they align with the Constitution. Question 22. What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
Correct. It's the top court in the judicial branch. Question 23. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
That's right. He led the country after the Revolutionary War. Question 24. Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because of high taxes.
Yes, they wanted independence and were upset about taxation without representation. Question 25. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Be loyal to the United States.
Exactly. Loyalty is a key part of naturalization. Question 26. There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire.
Great. Those are all correct. Question 27. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Yes, they list important rights and freedoms. Question 28. Who is the father of our country?
George Washington.
Correct. He's given that title for his leadership in founding the nation. Question 29. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now?
J.D. Vance.
Correct. J.D. Vance is currently serving as Vice President, assisting the President and stepping in when needed. Question 30. Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York Harbor.
Exactly. It's one of the most famous symbols of the U.S. Question 31. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
Correct. As Speaker of the House, he leads the House of Representatives and is next in line after the Vice President in presidential succession. Question 32. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
John Jay.
Right. He was one of the authors, along with Hamilton and Madison. Question 33. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states?
Give a driver's license.
Exactly. That's a power handled at the state level. Question 34. Who does a U.S. Senator represent?
All people of the state.
Correct. They serve everyone in their state, not just one district. Question 35. Why do some states have more representatives than other states?
Because they have more people.
Exactly. Representation is based on population.
Wow, that was a great review. Thanks so much for helping me, Andrea.
No problem. You did great. Now that you've gone through these, how are you planning to study them more?
I think I'll keep practicing in small chunks like this. Maybe focus on 10 questions at a time. It helps me remember better.
That's a solid strategy. Also, try using flashcards and practice with a friend. Explaining the answers out loud can really help reinforce your memory.
Good idea. I'll try that.
And don't forget to take breaks. Staying relaxed is important too.
True. Thanks again for the support.
Anytime. Let's meet again tomorrow and do another round.
Definitely. See you then.